I think the solenoid's bad. I got another one that I bought, and I'll show you what it does. When I turn a key on, it's supposed to open and stay open. When I turn a key on, it opens and it shuts right off. Watch. See how it shut off? Watch, I'll try it again. Should stay engaged and it doesn't. So I think it's a bad coil. The black is the neutral. Black and white should be like 0.3 ohms. And black and red should be 10 ohms. Let's see. I did measure the new one. Alright, I got the key off, so let's see what we're at here. I know the black is the neutral. Got my meter here. I did measure the new one. Let's see what we got for ohms. I don't know if he's got the wires mixed on this thing or what, but he said when I bought this thing, he said it was a wiring issue. So I don't know. Let's check them too. See where we're at. Yeah, on ohms. He said he did change this solenoid, but I don't know. Alright, so we're going to put on ohms. And we'll, the street wire. I don't know why he's got an extra wire on this thing. I think he said he wired the solenoid solid all the time or something. What he said before, but let's see what's going on. I don't know if you can see that. Black and white. Let's see what we got for ohms. 0.3. Well, that should be fine then. Maybe it is a wiring issue. Maybe it is a wiring issue. I'd have to chase all these wires out. Let's see what we got here. This is red. This orange here. Let's see what we got between them two. Yeah, it's only 1.2, which is no good. I think it's a bad solenoid. So we're gonna try to change it. Yeah, we got a bad solenoid here. Alright, so we're going to change this solenoid and put another one on there and see if it helps. I'll just cut these wires so I know I got the same. We got the red here, and we got the white here. So I'm not going to screw up the wires, right? Let's see if we could change this beast. There's a little cotter pin in here. A little copper cotter pin, tiny one. I don't want to lose that. He had this wire to hold it open so it would run. But I mean that's kind of half-ass, you know. I don't want to have to do that. So we got the cotter pin out, and then that's. And the linkage seems to be okay. Alright, I think that's 10 millimeter. I think that's 10. This is a Japanese motor. Yeah, 10 millimeter. I gotta get this thing put away for the winter because I'm working on my other one. And, these 430s are hard to find, so that's why I picked them up. I picked up these two. I mean, I've been looking for them, and they're not easy to find. I gotta take this adapter off and put it on my other one. Alright, I want to show you the difference in the ohms. I'll strip these so I can put my meter on there, and the little pigtails makes a better job. I'll put the meter there. Black is the common. Can you see the meter? Put it over there so you can see it, okay? So the old one, black is here. I did check this in the house. Black to red should be 10.5 ohms, the new one. So black to red. I'm on the wrong. That's the new one. Let's put the old one. Black to red. Black to red is open there. See it? Doesn't even have any resistance there. That's our problem right there. Black to red. 0. And now, black to white. Black to white is 0.3. Is what that, and black to red is 1.1. See it? Black to red? Black to red should be 10.5. I'll show you on the other one. So that one there is no good. All right, and then the new one here, black to red, 10.5. Can you see it? So this one is no good. I'm going to get this off of here. Alright, so this is a 1/2 inch, and that's 10 millimeter. It's definitely a bad coil. Go on this forum. That's really good. There's a lot of guys on there with John Deere's, and they know what the hell's going on with them. You ask questions, and they tell you what to do, and it's really cool. It's called Weekend Freedom Machines or something like that. And, he said something. I bought 2 of these off one guy, 2 of these John Deere's, and he said something about He said something about he wired it. He wired one of the pumps solid somewhere. I'm not sure where, but something he wired solid. I'm gonna have to try to figure that out. Let's see if we can get this on here. They make a 2-wire and a 3-wire one. This one's an 85. It's a 3-wire. No, this one's an 80. Yeah, I think this is an 80. 85 or 88. I think this is the 85. I'd have to check. They make a 3-wire and a 2-wire one. And on this here, this has got to go. You got to adjust this. So when it's out all the way, this lines up with it. See? I got to go in with it. It has to line up. That's it right there where I want to be. I'll go in with it a little more maybe. Yeah. Like that. A little tiny copper cotter pin, because I've got to go in there too. Alright. I'm going to have to redo all this wiring eventually, but for now, I just want to get it running so I can get it in the shed for the winter. I got other winter projects I'm doing right now. I'm not going to be playing around with this for the winter. This will be a summer, spring, summer project. Take it all apart and paint it. I got all the covers for it. I have worked on them. What did I do to this one? You can see I'm gonna have to clean up all this wiring, but for now, I just want to see if it works. Oh. Not the best thing with these wire nuts, but as long as it works for now. And this is the red one. Yeah. I left the wires on there so I don't screw it up, right? So when I turn the key on, that should open and stay engaged, and it wasn't before. I had to use that wire. Alright, so let's see if I turn the key on, what will happen. See, it opens and it stays open. That's what we want. Blow it, and it should start. 318. See the size difference? That's a 318. That's a 430. Big difference in size. Let it glow. Give it like 10 seconds or something. And she should just fire right up. I got a rear plow I want to put on this 3-point hitch. I got it over there. I got to fab it up. This is a Cat 1. That's a Cat 0, which Cat 1 is 3/4. Cat 0 is 5/8. So I got to make this. I got to make this smaller, and I got to drop that down. I got this thing for $100, 6 foot wide. I've been painting the cozy cab, one of the ones that's going on my 430 in the garage. Painting it. Good idea putting it on wheels to wheel this thing around. Took the top off. I gotta paint this thing. This thing's probably 60 pounds, that piece of metal on the top. I picked up another cart today. It's all oak. We're moving these around, these blowers and shit. Yeehaw. This is the cozy cab top. You can see how it's all kind of like, it was pretty rusted up there. That thing comes smooth as glass. It just needs paint. And I did do the inside. Inside had all glue on it. And I gotta paint it. I gotta paint it yellow. It goes on top of that cab. Well, it's still warm out. Only got a few more, maybe another week or so of warm weather, and it's gonna be snowing out. I gotta get ready. These are nice. A little heater core that's for the cozy cab. I got this set up here, and turn the water on. You can see it. There's a leaking all over the place. I don't know if I can get another one for it or not, but she's a leaker. Oh man! I'll have to see if I can get another core for this. We'll have this rebuilt maybe. Might be able to have that rebuilt at a radiator shop. I'll have to check.